For all your TCG needs, make sure to check out alphatradingcardgames.com. What's poppin', everybody? This is Sabro594. We are going to play our first TCG live match on the channel. At least the first match you guys have seen. But I played a few matches with the Gardevoir EX deck that I've made. And I've noticed a lot of the players, I guess maybe it's because of the ranking too, they kind of like have a system for Master Duel where you have a level, a rank, I guess a tier. Maybe it's because of that, because I'm just starting out, that I'm going up against novices. But for the most part, I've noticed that I'm playing against people that they don't know what they're doing, or I don't know, maybe they just don't have a lot of cards. They just have the starting cards. I've migrated from TCG Online, of course, so I have some extra stuff. On the bright side, it looks like everything transferred properly in this regard. You know, I got my secret rare candies and my good stuff. This guy looks like he's using a Giratina VSTAR deck, or at least there's Giratina around. So we are playing against something that's semi-serious. It's got the Comfy engine as well. This is going to take forever to do. With Pokemon TCG Live, I've noticed a bunch of things. It's a lot harder for me to record. It takes a lot more effort. I'm gonna have to be doing more editing. Just recording in the first place, I gotta change. I have to do some different stuff. It's not like with Pokemon TCG Online, and it's kind of funny. It makes my computer run slower, but it is a less demanding game than TCG Online. The files when I record, they're a lot smaller than TCG Online, but it just seems like it's more demanding on the hardware. But anyway, I'm getting technical. I guess maybe people don't want to know these behind the scenes things, but yeah, expect some different stuff until they change it. I don't know what they're gonna do, improve it. Another annoying thing is sometimes the clicks don't really just click. I click on a card and it doesn't really connect. That really annoys me. And sometimes I'm thinking to myself, well, did I attach energy and I forgot? But no, it wasn't clicking on the energy properly. But anyway, we're gonna start with Manaphy here, and I'm gonna get my Routses, and we're gonna do Track and Shoes. Very good. Reveal that psychic energy. We're gonna discard it and draw another card, another energy. And just gonna attach one on the routes, one of the Routses, and then end the turn. I don't have much or any supporters for that matter, but because I got the Kirlia, once I evolve into them, I can start drawing cards that way, as Manaphy is sort of stalling. The good news is that these Comfy decks are usually a bit passive at the start too. They gotta use Comfy for 1 or 2 turns to set up their Lost Zone, and depending on the deck they're paired up with, it might take even more turns. Now in this person's case, they've got the Cramorant, so he might start attacking early and KO the poor Manaphy. But the idea is, I think I should be good getting up the Gardevoir eventually. I don't have much fear of him targeting my Routses, so that's good. Yeah, we're gonna be speeding up the videos. I'm gonna have to be doing a lot of stuff. Very annoying. But that's live for you, I guess. We're gonna have to get used to the shit. I mean, for the most part, I'm already used to it. It's not really... It does have some differences with Pokemon TCG Online, of course. But at the end of the day, I mean, you still drag and drop the cards. You attach the things from the hand. I mean, you click that button to end your turn. I mean, it's some standard stuff, I guess, if you're used to playing games in general. So getting the Kirlias out, and we're going to start using Refinement, discard the psychic energies and draw 2 cards. Hopefully I see some sort of supporter, and I see the Copycat. It's actually going to be pretty good. So that's what we're going to do here, I think. I'm going to play the old Cemetery and then just draw some very, very high value with Copycat. At the very least, for as long as these Comfy engine decks are going to be popular, at least Copycat is going to be good against them, because they usually they build up a lot of cards in hand, and then Copycat is very effective. So at least I have confidence when I got copycat against them that I'm going to put in some work. So we're going to get another routes, just try and get as many of them as I can, or at least get 3. That should be solid enough. Get a, I guess get another psychic energy. Get that. Put it in hand. And we already attached. I can't really do much with the kirlia. Gonna use refinement, I guess. Make sure we use the other one. Discard the psychic energy. Draw 2. Get the Gardevoir. Get trekking shoes. So very, very efficient start. I mean, when you get the kirlias out, you should be running okay. And things are much slower anyway now. I mean, with the rotation, a lot of stuff leaving the format. So now it's still okay for stage 2 decks like this Gardevoir. I mean, it just came out. If it was bad from the start, it would have been sad. So gonna end the turn with a, let's see, check my discard pile. Got a bunch of psychic energies. We're gonna Roar of the Sword, pass the turn efficiently, getting a free energy. And this is why this card is pretty good as well. I mean, as we're being passive, we can at least build up energies, build up a bunch of Pokemon, so that eventually when you do start attacking, you have plenty of options. Okay, so I switched, you know, into the Kirlia, into the routes, so if he's gonna kill something, I guess he's gonna kill that. I suppose what I should have done is get like a Cresselia or something if I was gonna leave a decoy. But at the end of the day, I mean, he did pull with boss's orders, killing the Kirlia with 2 energies. It's a good thing I spread the other energy out. So that's unfortunate, but it's still not over. I can still make an attack. I'm gonna evolve into the Gardevoir EX here. So first things first, let's Schoolgirl, draw 4 cards. And I get rare candy, double rare candy, I get a level ball, I get the ultra ball, get a bunch of things. So let's get another route, the last one. And let's see, use refinement first. Discard, I guess either Shauna or Lady. Let's do Lady because I've went through a lot of psychic energies. We don't really get much, but anyway. And evolve into the Gardevoir EX. Now shit is gonna become real, my friend. And Ultra Ball, discard Cresselia and discard the OHKO. I mean, at the end of the day, I've got the Gardevoir in hand, but I guess I can get another Gardevoir since I got the second rare candy. We're gonna have all of the Gardevoirs by next turn, if things go right. So here comes rare candy. Get the second Gardevoir EX out. And you don't really need to have all of them because with one you can just use the ability over and over. But of course, get our big Pokemon out, use them as attackers too. That's the point. Make them tank hits. I mean, at the very least, just like how the Stage 2 GXs were in the Sun and Moon era, at least in the early period, it just looks like these cards are going to be big and reliable from that sense when you get them out. So, no, you do have an incentive to use them, at least for now. I mean, I don't know if they're going to do like Tag Team EXs or whatever the fuck they're going to do next. Hopefully they don't. Because, you know, when Tag Team GXs came out, all of the Stage 2 GX Pokemon like Metagross GX and others, they did become very irrelevant. You could still use them. They were going to be almost as big and give away only 2 prizes, but just basic GXs, faster and stronger too. It was more worth it to use them. Anyway, so we get our attack off and we're going to get another Zacian. And obviously, Gardevoir EX is going to be good enough to be killing all of his small guys. As soon as he gets that Giratina out, Giratina VSTAR, then I'm going to have to make use of the Zacian if I'm going to get that 1-hit KO. It is a bit unfortunate with Giratina. It does a lot of damage. So if I have to use a bunch of my Psychic Embraces to attach energies, I'm softening up Gardevoir to die. And then the other thing is that they have that VSTAR attack where it's a guaranteed 1-hit KO. Works out perfectly against a big Pokemon like Gardevoir here. So we'll see what's up. It's still not over, far from over. But we do have things to be fearful of. And that Sableye can be pretty damn annoying too. Set up all of the Gardevoirs basically to be at the 270, 280 range to die. Yeah. So making use of those Mirage Gates. Goddamn, this is really tiring. I might have to just speed up the matches even more. So Giratina is ready to go. That guy is good and ready. He also has an energy on the Greninja. That I don't think is going to be that useful at this point. Unless he decides to target down the routes this turn, but I doubt he'll do that. And just past the turn, wow, couldn't even switch. So this is going to give me a pretty huge advantage here. Now, Giratina does have 260 HP, and if I make this combo right, I can actually just 1-hit KO it with the Zacian. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to promote the Zacian. 2 energies go into the discard pile, and Psychic Embrace. Oh god, man, I only just have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not going to be enough. So I got ahead of myself there. Misplay, as always. Gotta misplay. Don't make these misplays that I make. They're bad. I'm not going to be able to get the 1-hit KO, but since we went ahead and did this, I'm still going to boss his orders and just soften up the guy. And I guess this means that, I don't know, it doesn't really mean anything. It just means that he won't be able to attach another energy. But he has enough energies to go for one attack. So I'm going to hurt him real bad, but I'm not going to get that 1-hit KO, which was the entire point of this play. I'm going to have to go for it now. So anyway, here's what we're going to do. Boss's orders. I don't see any other way. I mean, I make an additional misplay attaching the 6 energy on the Giratina. That doesn't really matter. I should have just put that on Gardevoir. That would have been better. But anyway, this is the point of what we're gonna, what the plan was. Just try and get that 1-hit KO. It is possible, as you guys can see. I mean, because Gardevoir is as many energies from the discard pile, it becomes a very strong late game effect to have on a Pokemon like the Zacian. You can basically pull 1-hit KOs out of nowhere, and that's really busted. We fucked up in this instance, but hopefully in the future, you guys see me do this properly. And I mean, all of the self-damage doesn't matter because Zacian is always going to die against Giratina. So he gets rid of my stadium. It's not really going to matter much. I guess on the bright side, this guy goes down. We can... we don't have to fear of another attackers. I mean, it's just going to be the Sableye. So I think I can get by with the 3 Gardevoir EXs. Now, I don't know why. I guess maybe he wanted to just make a bad play as well to be even with me. I don't know why he did it. But he used the V-Star power. I'm pretty sure he did that. I guess you can look at the icons on the right. Mine, it's bright. His isn't bright anymore. So he used the V-Star attack to get the KO on the Zacian. So he keeps the energies, but not much point because I'm just going to KO you anyway. So yeah, all I got to do is just use a Miracle Force, get another KO. We're almost going to deck out, so there's not any point in me drawing cards anymore. We got everything we need to succeed. I just need to keep attacking until we win. All of my Pokemon, the Gardevoirs, are big Pokemon, so Sableye is not going to be effective against them by the time he can just spread enough to get a KO. It's not really going to work out. I do need to be careful, though. He just needs to get 2 more prizes. We used up our boss's order, so if he powers up that Giratina, it's going to be dangerous. but I'm quite sure he used up all of the Mirage Gates as well. He's gonna get Roxanne, not really gonna hinder me because I'm not trying to draw cards. I got what I need. And we get the Forest Seal Stone, get the Corselia. Recovers a lot of energy with the Recycler. So there's one Mirage Gate there, and a bunch in the discard pile as well. So he used all of them. There's not going to be any more Mirage Gates. I don't know why. Maybe he did it on purpose. Maybe he did it by accident. But he used the VSTAR attack. So he's not going to be able to get that instant one-hit KO, even if he powered up the Giratina. So he spreads a bunch of energy. So this Gardevoir is halfway dead. So I'm going to retreat. Now obviously the Sableye can still target it on the bench, but of course I'm going to get rid of it. Put in a few energies with the other Gardevoirs. I'm still going to be softened up, but not as much as the other one. And here we go, 3 energies. Damn. Miracle Force, get the KO. I mean, you just need to get 2 more prizes. We're even now. What are you going to promote? He has to be low on resources as well. My only fear is a powered up Giratina VSTAR, but I don't know if he'll be able to get power 1 in time. I mean, I guess technically he can. He's going to attach another energy this turn, and then if he attaches 1 on the next turn, then I'm kind of fucked, because if I use the fresh Gardevoir, I still gotta lose damage to attach energy, so it's not gonna be pretty. Let's just hope he ran out of gas. I mean, he evolves into the VSTAR here and goes for Chorus Experiment, even more draw, and he gets rid of some useless stuff at this point. What you got? He does have the energy. I mean, he did use the Recycler after all. And gets a little bit of damage on the Giratina. Goes for a switch. And goes for the Cramorant. Another way to soften up my guys. So this Gardevoir is also really hurt now. And get the Fog Crystal. And he surrendered. Oh, okay. That's fine. So that's our first match. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully the other ones are even better. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, share this video with your friends, and see you guys next time. What